Welcome to another edition of At Home. Today we have the chance to talk to a couple of Connecticut athletes who become college hockey players. One is Mary Edmonds, who's playing at Holy Cross, and the other is Jack Hoey, who's playing at Colgate. Mary, maybe you could tell us a little bit about your hockey background, where you got started.
I played for the Wonderland Wizards in Bridgeport. After that, I moved to the Connecticut Polar Bears. When I went to boarding school, I played for the Boston Junior Eagles.
Jack, maybe you can give us a little bit of your background as well.
My whole youth hockey career, I played with Mid-Fairfield. I went to Choate for 4 years and then played for the Yale U16 and U18 teams in the fall while I was at Choate.
What are some of the things, Mary, that you've seen as you've moved into the college ranks from a skill perspective, relative to your skills and some of the things that you see out there?
Definitely edge work, which is what we do a lot. Your ability to skate kind of differentiates you from a great player, and just like your quick start and being able to separate yourself.
For me, it was the speed of the game and how fast the difference was for the guys who could make plays at top speed and make plays quickly with the amount of time and space being a lot smaller.
So what you're both saying is the game gets quicker. You got to be able to move fast. You got to rapidly make decisions. Matt and Mike from IPH, thanks for also joining us today. What are some of the things that you're doing with youth hockey players, and what do you recommend that they be doing in order to try to address the speed issues and the pace of the game?
We kind of train our younger players very similar to the way we train our older players, right? The drills aren't that different, a little more complicated as we get older, but it's the idea of pushing the pace constantly as you start to get your technique figured out. Reality is you have to pull the reins in a little bit. If like I said, if technique is off, certain things like that, if you're building a bad habit, you want to correct that. But otherwise, we're kind of big believers in training at pace.
Listen, good habits make good players. So at IPH, we're just trying to instill those good habits. And like Matt said, keep them creative and have them make decisions at pace.
Jack, I know you work with the IPH guys a bit. What are some of the things that you're working on with them?
Well, unfortunately now, obviously we can't be together, but last summer, I think the biggest things were my edge work and sort of the technical things of, I had the physical ability to explode out of my first 3 steps, but one thing we really focused on was getting up on my toes right off the bat and sort of coming off quick.
Every year, I just want to get quicker. We do that at IPH, just my shot, everything, my feet, just my mind. That's all I want, is just get faster and quicker. So,
Matt, what are some of the things you guys are doing to try to help Mary with that?
The short answer to that is stress. We have to create some kind of stress, whether it's throwing a stick at them in front of them, making them make a choice and get around it, holding up our hand and saying, how many fingers am I holding up while they're doing something, right? Everybody, so to speak, can function when the pace isn't pushed, right? When they don't have to make choices, don't have to make decisions. When you increase that stress level, that's when you kind of increase the pace, we find.
What are some of the things you recommend to the youth coaches? Many of them don't have the coaching experience that you guys have. What are your recommendations to them for how to help their players, move through this progression that we're talking about?
Yeah, Ken. Well, USA Hockey does a really great job with their ADM program. It's pretty well laid out for them. But as a coach, it's just about having that good energy and understanding and connecting with your kids. And you foster that passion through play. Like for Mary and Jack, if they know they're coming in and they know we're going to play rebound at the end of the session, or there's going to be a 2-on-2 game, their compete level goes way up. If you're well organized as a coach, and again, USA Hockey lays it all out there for you with drill ideas and game ideas. But if you're well organized, just the play will take care of everything, because that leads to compete, and that leads to then forcing kids to be better on their edges, stronger on their stick.
So Mary, what makes you, where does your passion come from, and where has it come from over the years?
I have 3 older brothers, so growing up, I would just get beat on by them all the time. It was kind of the reason I started playing hockey. I just wanted to be able to compete against my brothers, and then, I had that same energy when I was playing against all the boys growing up. Like, if there was a kid twice my size, I would just want to beat them. And they didn't like that I had a ponytail, so it was nice to play against boys for however many years I did. So I think that's what really drove me at the beginning.
That's what I was going to say, what you just mentioned. I have always just been extremely competitive. I don't ever want to lose, and it's really as simple as that. And if I don't want to lose, I've got to be better. And if I'm going to be better, I got to work. So it's really a cycle.
I'm going to flip back to Matt and Mike a little bit here too. How do you get some of the ones who maybe aren't as aggressive or as competitive? How do you bring out that compete in them? Because I think everybody has at least some level of compete. How do you bring it out? What are some of the things you recommend to coaches to do that?
We always push kids, really hard. We push them. But you'll also see if we feel there isn't that passion there or there isn't that compete that you're talking about, Ken, we'll pull back and we'll work on confidence building measures. So let's say a kid has just a wicked, amazing backhand. We'll have that kid take some backhand shots and just pump his tires or her tires and be like, wow, you're incredible with this. That is awesome. Now let's switch it to the forehand, because that kid will get addicted to the momentum. And like any human, whatever age, you like to get that. You like to feel like you're getting better, stronger, smarter every day. So if you can get a little bit of that momentum, then get addicted to that momentum, and then you can build from there.
Does anybody have anything else they want to add about skill development, either personally or, in general?
I'd say IQ is a big one for me. You just gotta watch games as a little kid too, get some ideas, watch a shootout, do the move 100 times. That's basically what I did growing up. So, I mean, if you just watch people play, you'll develop a sense of the game. And I think that's huge for IQ is the biggest part. So
I'd just say at the end of the day, it is supposed to be fun. And no matter how hard we're working, like Matt and Mike have said, everyone's always got a smile on their face. Everyone just got to remember that.
Well, great, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody's time and sharing some thoughts on skill development. And like you, we're all looking forward to getting back on the ice. So thank you.